Hello, my loves. Welcome into this reading for the full moon in Libra for those who have this full moon in their fourth house. This means 16 degrees, 7 minutes of Libra shows up in your fourth house using any other system besides the whole house system. In the whole house system, this means that your rising sign is Cancer. So if you haven't already watched the introduction to these readings, you can do so by clicking the link in the description and the one popping up on YouTube. So the houses in our Zodiac story represent where things happen. So this is where the full moon is happening for you. So this is where we're being invited to celebrate beauty in our lives. The fourth house is the house of home, ruled by the fourth sign of the Zodiac, Cancer. The themes and areas of our life that this house indicates are nurturing, family, youth, origins, and ancestry. You know what, Cancer Risings? I'm really excited to connect you to this fourth house energy because this is where your Libra vibration is. And the fourth house is very Cancerian in vibration. Like I said, it's ruled by Cancer. So your fourth house is an important house for you because of this Cancer rising alignment. You really do value home and family and your nurturing abilities and your ancestry and your origins, especially since Libra is all about relationships. And so Libra in this house is very much going to emphasize the relationships between your family, the relationships between your ancestry, the nurturing that you offer to your relationships. Big energies here and focuses for the Libra archetype. Okay, so let's see what card is going to come through for you. If you haven't already, closed your eyes, taken a few deep breaths, and opened your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time, I recommend you do that. Pause the video if you need more time, and remember you can call in your spiritual support team to be here with you. It's not necessary, but they do love to come into this space and support you and guide you. All right. How are we celebrating beauty in the home for my Cancer risings? Fourth house Libras. Or simply those who have 16 degrees, 7 minutes of Libra in their fourth house. There we go. Okay. What we're pulling from the deck this time is the affirmations, and then we're applying that to the intention of this reading. So. Interesting. When blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move toward the light. Okay, you can pause, you can replay that and pause that if you want to write that down. Wow, this is interesting here. Not at all what I expected, but that's part of my job as a reader, is to not have expectations. Fourth housers. It feels like there's a lot of unknowns in your home right now. And to help you celebrate the beauty of what's going on in your home, you're being reminded that you can trust yourself to move toward the light, even in the unknowns. And maybe this is something that you bring to your family. Maybe this is something, a beautiful offering that you bring into your house or bring into your family unit, your tribe unit. This is perhaps a gift that you have to surrender to the unknown. And when there are unknowns, that you trust yourself to move toward the light and find your way from there. Like, she's blindfolded, right? But even through a blindfold, sometimes you can see where light is. and you can still move toward it even if you don't know what's going on around you, okay? You can still let yourself be guided by that light. And it feels like you do this because this is a celebration energy. It feels like you offer this. You have a beautiful way of doing this, actually. When you're blinded and simply following the light, um, it's really helpful for you. And I'm getting the sense that like something from your ancestry, something from your family kind of blinded you. Is kind of blinding everyone in your family. Like I'm feeling like there's this yeah, there's just unknown, mysterious, hidden quality around your family and your ancestry. And even with that unknown, you've been helping to navigate the rest of your family who also feels very blind by this. You've been helping to navigate everyone through the light. It's almost like there's like a string of people behind her and she's leading the way. You know, she could reach out and grab the hand of someone behind her and guide them to the light as well. Because they might be fighting the crows a little bit more and unable to see, even focus on the light. Yeah, really beautiful message here, Cancer risings. The Cancer energy is so powerful and beautiful, and I really have such a deep, deep appreciation for this vibration. My sister is a Cancer sun, and when I first started learning about astrology, learning the difference between my sun sign and her sun sign was revolutionary for me because I could see how her nurturing and her focus on family really did make her shine. And that's because of her sun sign. I think she's also a Cancer rising, to be honest with you. I'd have to go check that again, but I think she is. I didn't know about the rising and moon signs back then. But for you, how this really plays out, Cancer risings, is that your motivation is so connected to nurturing and family and beauty. And those are Cancerian qualities, okay? They're here in the fourth house because Cancer rules the fourth house. We're focusing on them because this is your Libra house, not to confuse you, but this is where Libra shows up in your chart. So any planets that you have in Libra are expressing themselves in your home, in the area of your life that deals with home. I have a lot of planets in my fourth house, not ruled by Libra, ruled by Sagittarius, which is my sun sign. So I understand a lot about this fourth house energy because I have a lot of big stuff here. So all of that to really say that I appreciate you and I appreciate how much you care for your family, how much you nurture them. And it's really beautiful how you are able to navigate the unknowns and lead towards the light. I feel like celebrating the beauty of this is by continuing to offer this. It feels like, guys, we're going into a time that is going to require us to step up and level up into every area of our life that we can to really be aware of what makes us unique, why we came here, what motivates us, what gifts we have to offer, and to give and give and give and offer and offer and offer and serve and serve and serve as much as we can through the dismantling of the old world, and to really focus on not the dismantling, but to focus on the light. And it feels like you're guiding your family to focus there. It feels like they are getting caught up in the unknowns, in the uncertainties. There's a lot of energy in your family, in your home, that everyone's feeling a bit blinded. Everyone's feeling a bit blindsided. And you're like grabbing everyone's hands, I feel, and just guiding them towards the light. You don't even know where you're going, but you know what light feels like. You know how to focus on the new world, rather than focusing on the world that's going away necessarily, so that we can rebirth something new, something very, very beautiful for our species that most of us don't even dare dream is possible, is coming. And that's going to require some of the lower vibrations that have been holding us in a space that's not that to be released. But instead of focusing on the dismantling, you're focusing on moving forward. If you want to learn more about astrology, Pam Gregory is an amazing astrologer. She's on YouTube and she offers up great, great readings. I'll link her if I can remember. I'll link her video here because I feel like you, out of all the other signs I've read for so far, Cancer risings, you guys are really being tested with this full moon. You're really being invited to support people. And one of the things that Pam was talking about, not only about the changes that are coming, but also she talks about how focusing on the light, the message that I've already given, is really, really important at this time. And one of the things that the fixed signs in particular have a really hard struggle with. So we're talking about if you're dealing with a Taurus, a Leo. I never really list these. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Woo! So this is particularly relevant for you if you have any of those signs in your home, okay? Because they do not like change. And there's a lot of change coming, my friends. So you are a cardinal energy with your ascending sign. Cardinal means initiatory, means you can make starts towards something, puts you in a perfect place to be guiding all of your family who are struggling with these changes, regardless of whether they're fixed signs or not. But in particular, if you have fixed signs in your home, they're really going to lean on you and rely on you to guide them, because they do not like change and they do not respond to it in ways that are healthy. Well, they just would rather things stay fixed, and when things aren't fixed, they get a little riled and feel ungrounded, and that all of the foundation of what helps them to navigate their world is crumbled, and they really have trouble navigating from that point. So it's like almost like the entire home has crumbled and you're like leading them through the debris, okay, and they're just standing there like paralyzed. That's the energy I'm feeling here. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.